Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I've normally been doing just because I have an upcoming appointment in the next couple of days. So if you clicked on this video because you want to know about getting tattoos, then that's what we're talking about today. I currently have 7 tattoos. I'm getting my 8th one in about, what's today, the 5th? 15 days, yeah. So I'm getting my 8th one June 20th. It's going to be right back here on my back. My first one was actually on my back. It goes down my spine. My second one was this one right here. Don't mind my cat. This is Luna. She's a sweetheart, but it took her a minute to be a sweetheart. My third one was my wolf right here. My fourth one, I have one right here. My fifth one was, I have one right here on my hip. You can see it right there. I have this one. My sixth one was something added on to it. My seventh one was another one right here on my hip. So yeah, my 8th one's going to be back here. It's going to be a sun. It's actually going to be the sister to this one. This one is a moon with a skull in it. And so the sun is going to be like an indie sun with the skull as the face of the sun. But I know, like, whenever you get a tattoo, or whenever you're getting your first tattoo, there's, like, so many emotions going through your brain. Like, you have no idea what to expect. So I am here to kind of be able to put it into perspective for you, just to let you know what it's going to be like going in. Because, I mean, you're not going to know until you find out. But to just try to warm you up to it a little bit. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alrighty, so the first thing that you are going to feel when you're going to get your first tattoo, I mean, whether or not you already know what you want or you're just going to talk to the person, you're obviously going to feel excited. And that's natural. I mean, it's something that's permanent. It's going to stay on your body for the rest of your life unless you decide to take it off surgically or medically, however they do it. But you should definitely consider where you get your tattoo at. Not only just like the placement on your body, but the actual shop that you go to. Make sure you do a bunch of research on the shop that you're going to so that you know that the artists are clean, the shop is clean, they pass their like inspection tests, and that they do good work. Most tattoo shops have a web page, like an Instagram, a Facebook, or actually an actual website where they have their artist portfolios on there, so you can go on there and check out the artists that you want to get a tattoo by and see what type of things that they've done, their artwork, and you get to choose the person that you want and then go and make an appointment with them. But definitely research what you're doing and where you're getting it at. And then also where you're getting it at on your body. I know, and I wish this wasn't a stigma, but the whole tattoos mean you're not professional. Even though it doesn't mean you're not professional, people still look at it that way. So all of my tattoos are hidden. Like, you wouldn't be able to see them if I was going to a business interview and I had a long sleeve shirt on, or not even a long sleeve, like a short sleeve shirt on, you wouldn't be able to see any of them. And so that's something you want to keep in mind. I know some people don't care, and I mean, that's fine, because I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with having a bunch of tattoos. There's no reason why a business shouldn't hire you if you have a bunch of tattoos. I mean, tattoos on the face get a little iffy, but I mean, if that's what you like, then that's what you like. I'm not going to judge you. I love tattoos. As you can see, I'm getting my 8th one, and I'm 18. So definitely consider where you're getting them at. Also, one, for them being for a business like professional's point of view, and then 2, for pain-wise. The tattoos, the places that you get your tattoos depend on how much pain they're going to be. Good meaty parts of your arm, like these parts of your arm, aren't too bad. This tattoo for me was a walk in the park. It was nowhere near painful as my hip tattoo, which was very rough for me, or the one I got right here on my ribs. Like, really bony spots on your body are going to hurt more naturally because they're bony. And so really make sure you are aware of that, and especially if it's your first tattoo and you don't know how it's going to feel, make sure I wouldn't say just go ahead and go straight for the meaty part of your body, because my first tattoo is a flower going down my spine, which is a bone. So, and I did it. Only one tear came down. Only one tear. Only cried once. That's the only time I cried. But if you can start off with something like that, then you're good to go. That's a pretty bad tattoo to start off with when it comes to pain. So if you can do that, then by all means go ahead. But if you want to ease into it, then definitely go with meaty parts of your arm, your legs, anything like that. Also, when you're walking in and you don't know what to expect, just try to relax. Like, take a couple of breaths, breathe, especially when you're sitting down in the chair. They're putting the things on you so you can see where it's at. Just breathe, just relax, just have a clear mind. Don't worry too much about what's going on around you. Just worry about you and your artist. And another thing, when they are putting the stencil on you, wherever you're getting your tattoo at, if you don't like it, say something. If you do not like the way your tattoo looks, tell your artist. You are not going to hurt their feelings. You will not make them upset. This is your tattoo. You are paying them to do it. And it's going to be on your body for forever. Excuse me, for forever. So if you do not like where it's at, if there's something on it that you don't like, if you don't like any of that, tell them. They are not going to get upset. And if they do get upset, you have a mean artist and you should go to someone else anyways. So please tell them, because it is so much easier to get a tattoo that you love than to get a tattoo that you hate and now you gotta get it covered up or removed. So just keep that in mind. And also, when it comes to speaking of designs of the tattoo that you want, even though I'm not an artist, I am close friends with my tattoo artist, and artists don't like copying other artists. Please don't bring in a tattoo that your friend has that they got from some artist in Myrtle Beach or wherever you're from, and don't bring it into your artist that you're going to and expect them to do it, because every artist has their own style, their own flair, their own trick that they do to things, and it's really copying another artist, and no artist wants to do that. No artist wants to copy someone else's work. So when you go into it, try to be open-minded. That's what I do. When I give my artists my ideas, I tell them, like, hey, you have free artistic range. I want it here. This is what I kind of want it to look like. I want a sun and I want a skull. Go ahead, do it however you want to. That's the best way to be for your artist. You're giving them like an idea of what you want, but you're not telling them, hey, this is what I want. And it is different if you're getting, like, you know how you see the people, they get the notes written by their, like, kid that passed away or something like that, and they get those tattooed on them. That's completely different. You can go ahead, like, be very specific about what you want. But when it comes to just like you just want some random dog, let them decide what it's going to be like. And if you don't like it, you can always tell them, and you're not going to hurt their feelings. I promise you're not going to hurt their feelings. So another thing to expect when you go to get your tattoo, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And it's not an unbearable pain. Like, I know everyone has different pain thresholds. I have a pretty higher pain threshold, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It still hurts. And it's not something that you can't get through. So don't give up on yourself. As soon as they start, it'll be like, oh, I can't do this, because now you have just a line and it's there. You might as well get it finished. And really just try not to focus on the pain. If you have a good artist, they're going to talk to you. They're going to try to distract you. They're going to try to tell you, talk to you about your life, about their life. That's what good artists do. They keep you talking to keep you distracted from what they're actually doing, because it does hurt. Like, if you've ever fallen, like when you're little and you got like a strawberry, like you burnt your knee, skinned your knee, whatever the phrase is, that's what it feels like for a long period of time. It just feels like that, especially after it's done. It just burns. And so it's something that you can get through. So do not be afraid to go get one because you're like, oh, it really hurts, blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, getting a shot hurts worse than getting a tattoo. But then again, I do have a high pain threshold. But if you are like me and you have a high pain threshold, then you should be fine. Go ahead, do it. Like, go all out. That's what I did. I don't know if you can see it in this shirt. Yeah, you can. I'll try to put a picture in. But I have one going down my spine. Why not? Just do it. And it's so worth it in the end. All the pain is completely worth it. My hip tattoo, I didn't think I was going to make it. It was so painful. But I sat through the whole thing, took about one break, and then now I love it. Like, it's one of my favorite tattoos. I'm getting a tattoo to match it right here. That's how much I love it. So really just you can do it. Do not give up. And another thing about the breaks that I want to bring up, it is okay to take a break. It definitely is perfectly fine to take a break. But it does get borderline annoying when your tattoo should take about 20-30 minutes, and it takes about an hour because you keep taking breaks. And it's perfectly, like, if you have a medical condition or anything like that, then definitely I could understand it. And by no means, I'm not a tattoo artist. I am not artistic whatsoever. This is just things that I've, like, picked up from experience or, like, observing. But sit through it. Because if you keep taking breaks, and I do know this from experience, if you keep taking breaks, when you come back, you're, like, because you're letting the tattoo itself, I wouldn't say heal, but it's getting, like, when you get done with your tattoo, and it gets, like, used to being there, it hurts to touch and all those things. But while you're getting your tattoo, if you just let them do it, it's going to go numb. But if you keep taking breaks, it's going to stop being numb, and it's going to be really tender each time you come back. So try to take not as many breaks as possible. The only time I've ever taken a break was on my hip tattoo, and it was a pretty lengthy tattoo. Lengthy tattoos. If you're getting something that's taking days, like, it's going to take a long time, by all means, you can take breaks. Just try not to be really aggravating with your artist, because they want to get you, like, they don't enjoy seeing you in pain. They really don't. They want to get that tattoo done and over with as quick as they can, because they don't want you sitting in pain. So the more breaks you take, the longer you are prolonging them from getting it done, from you being able to see it, and you're making it hurt more. So that's in my opinion. So yeah, so definitely try not to take 10,000 breaks while you get your tattoo. So now that you've walked into the shop, you got your tattoo drawn up, you know what you want, you got it stenciled on you, you like it, you love everything about it, that's important, and you're in the chair getting it done, took a couple breaks, now you're done. You got your tattoo, you look at it, you love it. If you don't, say something, but you should mostly love it. So you're admiring it. Your tattoo artist is going to wrap it up. Most tattoo artists tell you to keep it wrapped for about 2 hours, go home, shower, because you're going to have a bunch of plasma and blood sitting on top of here. Sounds gross, but it's not that gross. But it's all going to be sitting there from a needle piercing your skin. And so they're going to tell you to wait about 2 hours, go home, shower, wash it with antibacterial soap, non-scented. There's so many different types. I think I use Dove. Yeah, I think I use Dove's antibacterial thing. And then they also tell you to put, this one really depends. I put unscented lotion. I do Eucerin, like the extra strength kind. But sometimes you can put, like, oils on it and Aquaphor, like things like that. And they actually do make tattoo aftercare things. I just figured, why would you get that if I had Eucerin at the house that I could use, things like that. And these are important steps. It's not just when you get home the day after. It's for about 2, 3, 4, 5, however many weeks it takes for your tattoo to heal. Wash it and put your lotion on it or whatever. You can wash it about twice a day, and then put your lotion or your oil or whatever you're using about 3 times a day. This is what I do. Once again, I am not a tattoo artist, and I do not know. These are just what I use. So if you feel differently, you can feel differently. That's fine. I'm just telling you what I use. So definitely wash it twice a day with your antibacterial non-scented soap, and then lotion, oil, whatever that's non-scented that's good for tattoos, 3 times a day. And so you're going to go through this stage where it's going to start to peel and itch. Do not peel it off yourself, and do not scratch it. This is how you ruin a perfectly good tattoo. Your tattoo is going to look gross. It's going to look disgusting, and you're going to be upset because you're going to be like, what's going on? It's perfectly normal. Your skin is healing from what you just put it through. I'm sorry, I'll reference this tattoo because I keep referencing this one, so I'll go to this one. Your skin is healing from what you just put it through. So just keep applying your lotion. Do not itch it. Do not scratch it. Do not do anything that's going to make it peel, because you could peel some of the ink out, and then you're going to have like a splotchy tattoo. There's going to be like empty. It's going to be gross. It's going to be nasty, and you're going to be upset because you paid so much money for this beautiful piece of work, which was beautiful before you ruined it. So don't ruin it. Don't scratch it. Don't peel it. Don't do any of that. For certain tattoos, like, so for this tattoo, it definitely peeled a lot. This was my first tattoo that was actually like a bunch of shading and a bunch of detail. My first two, which was this one and then the flower down my back, is just a bunch of line work. So it didn't itch too bad and it didn't peel too bad. But this one, it had so much shading and it was so much bigger than these two that I've gotten. Well, this is bigger in a sense where there's more like detail in it, not because it went on my spine, it was like that. But it peeled a lot and it itched a lot. So this was something that I definitely had to get used to, because I wasn't used, because when I was actually talking to my artist, and I was like, my first two tattoos, they barely peeled, they barely itched, and he was like, this one is gonna itch. It's gonna itch a lot, because there's a bunch more there to actually have to heal. And then the one on my hip really itched a lot. But if you're getting like a little phrase, like something like this, just short, simple line work, you're not gonna have to worry about it itching too bad or peeling too bad. Like, it is going to, but nowhere near as bad as like a huge back piece. Or like even something like this, like it's not gonna itch as bad as that would. So definitely don't scratch it. Make sure you keep putting your lotion on it. Make sure you keep washing it until it's healed. Do not go swimming. You can't go swimming. It sucks. You can't submerge in any bodies of water, so you can't get in the tub. Like if it's on your legs or something, you can't get in the tub. Don't do that. Take showers for as long as your tattoo artist tells you. It all depends on your tattoo. I wanted to go to the pool like a week after I got my tattoo. My tattoo artist told me to give me another week, and I was like pushing it. So really, I think you're supposed to wait. I think it's about 2 months, a month or two before you can actually go to like a pool or something like that. But even though your tattoo, this is very important, even though your tattoo has stopped peeling, it looks pretty now, that does not mean it's done healing. It takes tattoos a while to finish healing. So don't just expect it just because, oh, a week later you're not peeling or you're not itching, it's like you're all fine that you can go to the pool. You can't. Your tattoo's not done healing. You can risk getting an infection, and you don't want that in a tattoo. That's gross. You don't want it. So really make sure you pay attention to, hey Dory, my other cat's right here. Make sure you pay attention to what your tattoo artist says. Because I do want to reiterate again that I am not a tattoo artist. So please listen to whatever artist you're going to. They're going to know way more than I know. Just make sure you listen to them, because they're going to give you the truth. They're not going to want to steer you wrong. They're going to want you to come back and get more tattoos. So listen to them. But these are just some of the things that you should expect when getting your first tattoo, or any tattoo in general. Just be wary that you're going to have to take care of it. You're going to have to pay good money for a good tattoo. Don't go looking somewhere for a really big sleeve or half sleeve, only trying to pay $150 or $200. You're gonna have to pay, I mean, depending on your artist, I don't know, but you're gonna have to pay, like if you're gonna go to a reputable artist, like a good, nice place, you're gonna have to pay money. That's just how it goes. Speaking of money, tip your artist, okay? Your tattoo artist is doing you a favor. They came up with this beautiful, original piece of work for you. They're dealing with you and all of your breaks, you and all of your whining if you do all of that. They're going through a lot to give you something that you want and to make sure it's just how you want it. Like, they're catering to your every need. So just like you would tip your waitress or your hairdresser, tip your tattoo artist. Just tip them. And whichever amount you decide is the best to tip, then go ahead. I normally tip my tattoo guy, depending on how much my tattoo is, about $20, $25. And I'm a good tipper. I feel like I'm a good tipper. But some people tip like $5, $10. And if that's you, like if you're just getting a small one, then I can understand. But whenever I go for my big ones, I mean, I appreciate him. He's a good artist, and he makes the tattoos that I like. So why would I not show that if I have the money to do it? And that's another thing. Don't get a tattoo if you don't have the money to tip. It is so rude to get a tattoo and not tip your tattoo artist. It's different if your tattoo artist was really mean, didn't do what you like, or was unsanitary, but you shouldn't have that if you actually talk to your artist and you research the shop that you're going to. You shouldn't run into that. So just make sure you tip your artist. Just don't be a bad person, a mean, rude person, and not tip your tattoo artist. Tip your tattoo artist. But yeah, so that's all that I have to say for this video about getting your tattoo. So if you are getting a tattoo soon, or you just got one, comment down below. I would love to see some of them. I am a big tattoo girl myself. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. And you guys have a good one.